Krim Productions. Expect the unexpected.
What's up, everybody? This is Antoine Criminal Mosley, and welcome to a brand new episode of the Krim Show, right here on iTunes, my Krim Productions fan page, various apps on tablets and iPads all over the world. And now, for the first time ever, I am doing my podcast on Spreaker.com. That's Spreaker, Spreaker.com. And guess what? Because it's on Spreaker.com, now the Krim Show Podcast has officially made it to YouTube. How do you like that? So, for all you newcomers that have never heard the show before, first off, welcome. And I guarantee you guys are going to have a blast. If you want to catch any of my previous episodes that I've done over the past year and a half, then you can always check my iTunes page or my Krim Productions fan page on my Facebook. Facebook.com/Krim Productions. You check that out. All my shows are going to be there, and we can have a lot of fun, and you guys can play catch-up. So, having said that, how's everybody doing today on this Wednesday afternoon? It is Wednesday, that time of the week where the podcast gets going. And you know what? I was going to have a plan. I had a big plan that I was going to use today. But I decided to go against it because I wanted to shake things up a little. And of course, I'm going to start where I'm going to start in this episode. I'm going to talk about what happened over the weekend. Super Bowl Sunday between the Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots. Well, football season is now officially over. We have crowned a champion, and it is not Seattle. Needless to say, I'm angry. I'm angry. One, I'm angry that New England won, first of all. Two, I'm angry that they allowed New England to come back the way they did. Three, I am angry at Pete Carroll for making the stupidest play I have ever seen in my life. Let's break that third one down real quick. It is 28-24, fourth quarter. About 28 seconds left in the game. You have one timeout. You are within the 5-yard line. It's first and goal. You've got a chance to win this game. All you had to do was run the ball, give it to Marshawn Lynch. Even if he didn't get in the end zone, the least you could do is get back up and quick hike the ball. Quick snap it. Get everybody back online, quick snap it, and if he fails the second down, then you call timeout. Was that hard to do? No. You decided, you know what? Screw the plan. They're going to think they're going to go to freaking Marshawn Lynch, so we're going to pass. You pass on a first and goal attempt with 28 seconds left, one timeout against the Patriots defense. Are you stupid? No, man, scratch that. Are you insane? You mean to tell me that the Seattle Seahawks had a chance to repeat as Super Bowl champions, which no other team has done that since the 2005 Patriots? Ironic, isn't it? You mean to tell me you couldn't have made a better play call than what you did? Honestly. And then, of course, you get picked off in the end zone. So you know what? That's what you get. That's what you get for making a stupid call. That's what you get for making such a dumbass effort to try to win this game. And think of the play that happened before that. That miracle catch. Holy shit. 3 times the Patriots have been in the Super Bowl. 3 times they've dealt with miracle catches. Okay? First one, David Tyree. Second one, Mario Manningham. The third one, Sunday night. Ball didn't even hit the ground. It hit the guy's leg, bobbled around, and he was able to make the catch and keep control of the ball. That was a miracle catch. Now, Seattle deserved to win the game with that catch right there. And what did they do? They decided to pass the ball. Idiot. Why would you pass the ball? On a 1st and goal? Give me a break. So now, because of that idiocy, or idiocrity, however you want to say it, because of this, now I have to eat sour grapes at work because the Patriots won. Now I got to hear from everybody at work, and I got to hear from everybody in my neighborhood who is a Patriots fan, and I'm definitely going to have to hear about it, my family. I know some of my family members are Patriots fans. Now I got to hear from them too. Great. All this talk, all this hoopla that I gave to everybody that said, man, Seattle's going to win this game. I do not like New England. I do not want them to win this game. Seattle is going to win. I am confident in my pick. My pick was right until that stupid play call was made. Yes, I'm going to keep talking about it because it's stupid. Seattle should have won the Super Bowl. Hands down. A lot of people out there might not agree with what I'm saying, and probably the people that aren't agreeing are Patriots fans, and I understand that. I get that. But let's be real. Real recognizes real. I don't care if you're a Patriots fan or a Seahawks fan or not. The bottom line is Seattle could have easily, clearly won that game. Clearly won that game if the play call was correct. Play call was not correct. So now we have to deal with this. New England Super Bowl champions for the 4th time in 13 years, something like that. Jeez. Now I got to deal with it. So now I have no choice but to give credit and to congratulate the New England Patriots, which turns my stomach to even say that. Like, trust me, guys, I am like the biggest Patriots hater in the world. If not in Orlando, but I am the biggest Patriot hater in the world. People at my job know this. My family knows this. And you damn sure know that my neighborhood knows this. So I have to swallow my pride for 3 seconds and say congratulations to the New England Patriots. There, I said it. You happy now up there, guys, in the New England world? You happy? I sure as hell ain't. Now, I'll tell you one thing that actually made me a little bit, made me feel a little better. The Super Bowl commercials. Now, the commercials this year, they were kind of, Be honest with you, they were. They're like, not all of them were great. You know what I'm saying? Some of them kind of tried a little too hard. But I'll tell you a couple of them that actually sparked my interest, and I thought they were awesome. Of course, the Bud Light commercial where the guy was playing Pac-Man, a live action, a live version of Pac-Man. I think that was pretty freaking cool. I would love to do something like that, and I know a lot of people out there would too. You imagine going out to a random area, and then all of a sudden you put yourself literally in a video game? That'd be fucking cool. I would definitely like to do that one day. But the commercial that really got me, the one that stuck out before with, out of every other commercial that they aired for the Super Bowl, the one that got me was the Budweiser commercial with the dog and the horse. You can't get any better than that. You can't. There's no way. Because in that commercial, that showed everybody, that gave everybody a message. It wasn't just a dog and a horse in that commercial. That was family. Family looks out for one another, hands down. So when that dog ended up getting lost, didn't know his way, he ended up finding his way back home, only to get stopped out in the woods or out in the open by a wolf. That wolf looked like he was hungry. The horses, they saw their dog, their family member, in trouble. They got in that stable. They said, hell no. They started breaking that stable and trying to get the hell out of there. when they did get out of there, where did they stand? Right behind him. The dog looked back and saw his brothers. And the owner of the dog was happy that he returned home safe and sound in one piece. Family looks out for family. That's what the message in that commercial was, and I thought it was off the freaking chain. So big ups to Budweiser. You guys keep on doing great commercials every year, and no one's gonna touch you guys. Honestly, no one's touching you. I'm surprised M&M's didn't do one. Oh wait, did they? No, they didn't. M&M's didn't do one. Skittles did one. I thought the Skittle one was kind of stupid. That arm wrestling thing, that was kind of dumb. I didn't like that one at all. That was kind of stupid. The Clash of Clans commercial with Liam Neeson. Okay, that one was kind of interesting. That was funny. I laughed at that one, but it wasn't the best. Now, I'm going to go back to the Super Bowl because there's a lot of people talking about one particular moment in the game. Well, it wasn't exactly in the game. It was in between the game. Of course, I'm talking about the halftime show with Katy Perry, Lenny Kravitz, and Missy Elliott, who made a return. Now, is it just me, or was everybody just clowning on Katy Perry the minute she got on stage, or the minute she started performing? Because the first thing everybody was thinking when Katy Perry started performing was, what the hell are you riding on? What is that? Like, honestly, you got a lion. Okay. Like, what are you strapped onto? Are you able to hold on to this thing? Like, I get it, though, but, you know, the idea was good, but, you know, probably on paper. You know, I swear to God, I'm going to buy a t-shirt that says, it was such a good idea at the time. And wear that shirt sometimes. Say it was a good idea at the time. I mean, shit. I mean, I had it right on paper, but I guess it didn't work out. But, you know what I mean? Just, okay. So Katy Perry did her song. Lenny Kravitz came out, helped perform. And then, of course, everybody was flipping out. They saw Missy Elliott back in there. I was like, what? She got Missy Elliott to perform at a halftime show. Is it just me, or did Missy Elliott lose a lot of weight? She looks great. Missy Elliott looks great. Yo, I'm not going to sit here. I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing like that. Missy Elliott looks great. If y'all like that, kiss my ass. I'm telling you right now, Missy Elliott looks great. All right? She still got the moves. She can still dance. She can wobble. She got it. Everything. A+. And then Katy Perry with the outfits. I mean, the outfits were cool. But the one thing that threw me off, and actually threw a lot of us off, was the performance that she gave with the the singing trees, the singing sharks, and the singing beach balls. What the hell was that? It looked like a rejected Muppets episode. You know what I mean? Like, she tried a little bit too hard to bring that kind of life into the Super Bowl, and it was just, I don't know. Now, a lot of my friends actually were on Instagram, and they started making fun of Katy Perry's performance with the lion on her. And they started making Instagram memes. You know, the memes started coming out soon, and they came in full swing. The two memes that made me laugh the most was the one where Katy Perry was riding on the star singing Firework, right? And they had the star, you know, the star she's on is just normal, whatever. Then you had the pyro out of the back. And then on the meme, they put on top, the more you know. You know, like those NBC public service announcements, things like that nature. Yeah, they put the more you know. And then you had like the NBC logo down the bottom somewhere, which, ironically, the Super Bowl was on NBC. But the one that really got me, that made me laugh so hard, and I still laugh at it to this day, my boy Rashad actually put it up, and I could not help but laugh. He said Katy Perry came into the concert like this. You see a picture of the freaking white Tiger Zord from Power Rangers, and she on top. I was like, damn, that's messed up, y'all. But if you think about it, it's true, though. I'm like, she came in there like guns blazing, dude. She didn't give a damn. She's like, you know what, I'm going to perform. I don't care what nobody thinks. But, hey, I mean, she did her thing. I'm not going to lie. She did her thing. But if you're going to do the halftime show, man, you got to step up. Do something that people won't expect. You know, the little light things, that's cool. Fireworks, that's obvious. Surprise guest. Nice touch. But that damn lion had to go. I'm serious. That lion had to go. You ain't gonna see me performing with no damn lion walking in there like that. You must be out your damn mind. That lion looked like a rejected model from the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade from like 2 years back. Didn't even think to get in there either. Golly. So, like I said earlier, football season's over. So what now? What do we have left? Or what's next? Baseball. Ooh, baseball. 162 games. No. Damn baseball. Anybody that likes baseball? I know a lot of you guys like baseball out there. Let's be real. You guys love baseball, and hey, more power to you. But I cannot sit there and watch 162 games of you guys playing the same team 3 days in a row. And I'm like, didn't we just play y'all yesterday? Let's go somewhere else and play. Shit. NBA All-Star game is getting ready to come up. I think is it this weekend or next weekend? 1 or 2 weekends. But yeah, NBA All-Star weekend is about to come up. Why is it the 3-point contest is going to be more interesting to watch than the slam dunk competition? Like, answer me that. Anyway, so I really don't see anything big happening between now and like June. Oh wait, there is one thing. The Mayweather-Pacquiao fight, May 2nd. Now, will that actually go down? Please let that go down, because I'm waiting for it. But let's be real again. And I said this before, and I will say it again, especially to my new listeners. If this fight goes down between Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather, should they finalize and sign on the dotted line about this fight? May 2nd, ladies and gentlemen, mark your calendars, because May 2nd will be the end of boxing as we know it. Don't believe me? Think about it. Two of the biggest names in boxing today. Pacquiao, Mayweather. 6 years in the making, this fight has been happening. This fight needed to go down. Whether they were ducking and dodging, whether they said no, whether they said they weren't ready, whether the controversy was out there, whether everybody was saying, oh, he's this, he's that, all the bickering, all the talking, all the nagging, all the whining, complaining, all the running around, all the money laundering, all that stuff. 6 years in the making for this. This is the biggest fight in boxing today. You can't put a price on this one. Damn the revenue that this fight's going to bring in. Because this fight right here will be the most watched fight in history. This fight will generate more money than you can ever imagine. It's going to shatter records. They're going back to Las Vegas, so you know that somebody that's betting on this fight is going to be richer than their wildest dreams, regardless if they win or lose. Regardless who you pick in this fight, it's a win-win situation for you, because you're still going to walk out with money. Let's say Mayweather wins, you pick Pacquiao by, maybe point margin. You're still going to walk away with some money. But let's say Pacquiao wins, beats Mayweather, and you pick Mayweather to win. Guess what? You're still walking out with some dough. Okay, you're not gonna leave broke. I mean, trust me, I've been to Vegas. I know how it works out there. You can bet you can bet against somebody, and you can still walk out with a little bit of cash on you. Not as much as you started with, but you're still walking out with cash. They're not gonna let you leave Las Vegas empty-handed. Take it from me. Take it from personal experience. I know you will not leave Las Vegas empty-handed. Trust me. So yeah, Mayweather-Pacquiao. This fight goes down. It's the end of boxing as we know it. I'm not putting anything past all these other great fighters. Nothing against these other great fighters. Cotto, Alvarez. Who else you got out there? Cotto, Alvarez are probably like the only two that are more relevant now. Be real. Mayweather-Pacquiao is the fight of all fights. Once that fight starts and that bell rings for round one, that's it. Boxing's over. Unless they try to get a rematch, which I highly doubt, there is not going to be another rematch for this fight. This is a super fight that needed to happen, and it's finally going to happen May 2nd. So everybody, strap on your seatbelts, lock yourselves in tight, because this one is going to be a crazy ride. One that y'all don't want to get off. I know I'm excited for that fight. I mean, honestly, who doesn't want to see this fight? Who does not want to see this fight? Raise your hand right now so I can come find you and punch you in the face. Who does not want to see this fight? Hey, my boy over here raising his hand. Fuck you, man. Anyway, so speaking of fights, let's jump to the UFC real quick. Anderson Silva, welcome back. Welcome back to the Octagon. You fought Nick Diaz, and Diaz ain't had a fight in almost 3 years, and he held his own against Anderson Silva. But Silva ended up getting the win by unanimous decision, and everybody's happy. Everybody is proud. The fact that he came back after he suffered a horrific broken leg. Wait a minute. Hold everything. I just was made aware that there's some controversy behind this fight. Oh, yes. There are reports going around that saying Anderson Silva tested positive for steroid use prior to the fight against Nick Diaz. Oops. Uh-oh. That does not look good for Anderson Silva. Reports, according to reports that I've saw, numerous reports I've been looking at, reading it for like the past 15 minutes. Because I didn't want to believe it at first. Anderson Silva tested positive? What? Not Anderson Silva. Come on, man. Not the Spider. Guaranteed Hall of Famer. One of the greatest pound for pound fighters in the UFC. And he tested positive for that? Are you kidding me? Really? Wow. I couldn't believe it when I read that. Now, like, I'm thinking, okay, maybe it's a fluke. Maybe somebody's just trying to just spark up some controversy, spark up some news, and try to just say whatever they can just so, people can, get over the fact that, well, Nick Diaz lost. Everybody's like, oh, well, maybe Nick Diaz's corner probably started that rumor and saying like that. But no, looks like it's legit. Like it's actual factual. I kind of hate that, though. How you come back from a fight, then you get in trouble for testing positive for steroid use? Let's just put an asterisk next to your win. Matter of fact, they might as well just strip you from that win. Give it to Nick Diaz. You think about it. See, UFC is like the only sport I know that would do that. You fight somebody, you beat the hell out of them. People wondering, wow, he got strong over the year. We ain't seen him fight in over a year, and he's looking stronger than ever. This guy's beating the hell out of him. Wow, this is incredible. I've never seen him like this. That's your dead giveaway right there. That one sentence. I have never seen him like this. Well, probably he's juiced up. That's probably why. But then when you find out that he was juiced up, you know what they say? They say, we're not going to tolerate that. If you took your steroids, you tested positive for that? Nah, we're going to change that. We're going to change that win. We're going to give it to your opponent because we don't tolerate any cheaters in the UFC. Rules are rules. That's how they got everybody on lockdown in freaking baseball with the whole steroid use, with the HGH and all that. That's why Barry Bonds didn't get in the Hall of Fame this year. That's why Mark McGwire ain't get in there either. Why, what's his face? Jose Canseco ain't get in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm throwing names out there. Yeah, so what? I'm throwing names. Sue me. But it's the truth. It's the honest truth. Now, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Let's be real. You get in trouble for steroid use, you're going to face the consequences. In any sport, there should be no such thing as steroid use whatsoever. And I can understand that. to a point. To a point. Now, I'm not saying it's not going to be like forever. Oh my God, we got to do this. We got to put a stop to this, blah, blah, blah. I'm just saying, you have to be careful what you use in sports. You got to be careful of what medicine that people prescribe to you before you got to be careful of what they prescribe to you before you even think of taking it. Take a look at it first. See if it's got any side effects. See if it actually says on the box, ingredient, steroids. No, think about it. Think before you take some stuff, people. Good grief. This is 2015. Y'all still ain't learned about HGH and steroids yet? You need to go pick up a book and read. Damn. So, I think I'm going to go ahead and call this one a episode. Normally I would do shows about 30 minutes, but you know what? I'm already at 25, and I feel like I could do a shorter day today because besides the work week starts for me today, so I might as well get ready for that. So, to all my people on Spreaker.com, again, if you want to check out more of my episodes from past shows, you can just go on my iTunes. Go to iTunes and look up The Krim Show, and you can listen to every show that I've done over the past year and a half. You can catch up. And, of course, if you want to have any questions, comments, concerns, you can definitely hit me up on my Facebook page, facebook.com/Krimcree Productions, KRIMCUREE Productions. Just hit me up on there, like the page, subscribe out, give a shout out if you want to. I'll definitely start doing shout outs from here on out. So anybody that wants to shout out for any business you have or any program that you're running or any contest that you want to throw, just let me know. I'll get it set up and you guys can have fun, and we can just make this a interactive, fun fest. Also, the Ask Criminals 2K15, the final season has just started. Started yesterday with the first episode. If you guys want any questions answered on the show, feel free to send them my way. I will answer every single question that is sent to me for this final season, and I'm not going to pull any punches. I'm going to be 100% honest with everybody, and we're going to have fun there. And I also have a few other surprises that are in store. Another Krim Show game night that's going to be going down. That's going to be fun. And I actually have another project that I'm going to be working on Vimeo.com, so I want everybody to look out for that as well. But until then, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode of The Krim Show. I am your humble host, Antoine Criminal Mosley, naturally. And I will see you guys on the next go-around next week. Until then, the champ is gone. Holla at your boy. I am out. Peace.